fellow geeks, welcome back to Geek Nexus. I'm the Crazy Englishman, and today we're going to be discussing the sequel to Godzilla, which is rumored to have Mothra in. Now, the rumor comes from a news story that supposedly Legendary had trademarked the name Mothra from Toho. And I just wanted to give my thoughts really quick. I did manage to pick up the Godzilla Art of Destruction book. It's full of fantastic concept art. I absolutely love this. If you're a Godzilla fan or just a casual fan of the film, it's a great book to pick up. It has a ton of cool concept art, and I really recommend it. But let's jump right into the video's main point. I don't think Mothra should be in the sequel or any of the sequels. I know, and again, this is just my opinion, but because I know there's a lot of Mothra fans out there, I feel that with a sequel, you need to bring in a foe that really matches Godzilla's previous opponents, which in this case are the Mutos, and ups that ante, so it's more of a threat. With sequels, you bring in a different threat that's better than the previous one. Mothra has never been a credible threat to Godzilla. In most of the films where it's been one-on-one or Mothra has been against Godzilla, she's always died. And her main attacks are hurricane force winds, which is more devastating to humans than it is to Godzilla himself. And in a few of the films she has rays, but that's very rare that she actually uses them. Most of the time it's this kind of stun spore kind of material. So I don't think Mothra should be in the sequel. I think they should focus on bringing more original concept and kaiju into the Legendary universe and build up that universe instead of treading backwards into Toho territory. I feel that Legendary, in order to create and stand up for their era, which we have the Showa era, Heisei era, the Millennium era, to have a Legendary era, I feel to really make it stand out, you need your own cool concept kaiju. Stuff that's built in the Legendary world. With Mothra, I know she's a fan favorite, but it feels like treading water, but to really bring in a threat that's bigger than the Mutos from the first film, I feel that they need to create something brand new. And I know a lot of people say Ghidorah, but Ghidorah at the end of the day wouldn't really fit in with Legendary's vision for Godzilla because they're grounding it in reality. And since Ghidorah is an alien dragon, I just don't really see that working into the Legendary vision. I could be wrong. They could do something really cool with Ghidorah, but for right now, Mothra being in a sequel to Godzilla, I don't think would work as well. I know the Mutos had a split opinion. I, however, really enjoyed the design. I enjoyed the behavior. I like the fact that they did feel like animals. I like the fact that they took on Godzilla as a pack. In the Art of Destruction book, it goes into more depth as to their history with Godzilla's species, that they used to hunt Godzilla one-on-one, but they would always be beaten back, so they started hunting in packs, which overwhelmed Godzilla. And you can see that in the new film. Godzilla takes a pounding from both sides. One-on-one, they're not a problem, but when they go at it packs, Godzilla gets a bit overwhelmed. And I feel that brought in a real threat to Godzilla. I mean, with Mothra, though, I can't really see that. As I've said, with each sequel, you need to up the ante with the villains. The Mutos were a threat. Now we need to one-up the Mutos and bring in something that is more powerful, that can take on Godzilla, and the same with the third film. Mothra, I just don't see filling that void. Mothra, again, has never been a real credible threat to Godzilla. So that's just my thoughts on that. Again, it's all rumor at this point, but it is getting a bit of a steamroll. Godzilla is making over 400 million internationally, and I am really happy to see the Big G get his due. It's yet to open in Japan. I'll be interested to see how it does in Japan. This will be the last Godzilla-centered video until the 60th anniversary. I will be moving on to more cosplay stuff and conventions. Here in England, there's more conventions coming up soon, especially in August. So I will be moving on to those subject matters. I just wanted to really do a talk on, or discussion on these rumors that Mothra will be in the sequel. So even though Mothra was an Easter egg in Godzilla 1, and there's lots of moth kind of cameos, I just don't think it's the right way to go about it. However, I am very open-minded. Maybe they can change my mind, and if they do Mothra, maybe they can do something cool with it. I mean, she's awesome in her own series, but when it comes to Mothra in the Godzilla series, she's never really been threatening. So Batra, her twin, her evil twin, was more of a threat, and it had a really cool design. So if you're gonna do a moth, guys, do Batra. Batra is freaking awesome. So those are just my thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. I mean, this is a very open discussion. There is no right and wrong answer. Do you feel that Mothra should be in the sequel? I know she's a popular character. Should she be in the series just because she's popular? Or give us your ideas on how they could probably improve Mothra. I'd like to hear from you guys, so feel free to comment below. Do you also think that they should bring in more original concepts rather than taking Toho monsters and recycling them for the Legendary era? So I want to hear from you guys. So let me know, and if you've liked this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Until the next video, this is the Crazy Englishman, signing off.